Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing Sweet Dreams, a game about falling asleep on a train. I'm pooped. Can't wait to just collapse in a nice, comfy bed. You yawn again. At this point, it's a fight to even keep your eyes open. Tiredly, you pull out your phone to check your arrival status. Not for another hour, huh? This place is really out in the boonies. Your destination is Border Springs, an idyllic little countryside town. It's where you were born and raised, although you have little to no memory of the place anymore. I want to go home already. This entire trip had been your mother's idea. Ring ring. Speak of the devil. Beep. Hello? Lee. Unruly red hair, piercing eyes, successful and ruthless businesswoman. Even now she speaks to her only child. There's not a hint of tenderness in her features. Hi, Mom. Did you arrive yet? Not for another hour. I see. How's the ride been so far? It's different. Everything here is so outdated. The train looks like it was made like 200 years ago. 147 years ago, the railroad never bothered to upgrade it. But it does the job. Once a week, it goes to and from the nearest city for supplies, picking up the occasional passengers on the way. Though people don't tend to take this route in the first place. You should be glad it's still running. The only other alternative route to get into Border Springs is by foot. Thank you, Miss CEO Trains. It sucks, and I still want to go home. You're spoiled, that's why I've coddled you for far too long. You do nothing all day but stay in your room playing video games. It's time you get out into the real world. By shipping you off to some place so remote it doesn't even show up on the map. It's your birthplace, you'll be thinking meanly. Besides, you have Petunia there. I'm not even that close with her anymore. We've barely spoken since I moved. We got along just fine 10 years ago. Make it work. I have a meeting to go to soon. Let me know when you arrive. Bye, little Blum. Sigh. Bye, Mom. So much for that, I guess. You look around the passenger car. Like your mother said, there weren't many people taking this train in the first place. The passenger car was practically empty, and ideally you'd use this time to doze off a little. Keyword being ideally. Oh, babe, I love you so much. I love you so much more. It's not like I'm going to get a wink of sleep anyway. But how loud that couple behind me has been this entire ride. Sigh. I'll just go to the restroom. Splashing some cold water on my face might help me wake up. You get up out of your seat and... Ow, excuse me. Ah, a familiar face looks back at you with concern. Ah, are you hurt? No, sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going. You squint at him. Those droopy eyes and nervous demeanor. It reminds you of someone. Have we met before? Are you hitting on me? What? No, I'm not. Sorry, it was a dumb question anyways. No, not at all. I'm Crow. He stylishly motions to himself. I work here. Let me know if you need anything else. I'm at your service. Right, you yawn in his face, but quickly catch yourself. Sorry, that was rude. I'm not yawning because I'm bored. I'm just really tired. Shake your head, hoping you didn't afford the poor dude with your rude behavior. You don't know what's up with me today. It's alright. You must have had a long trip. Yeah, I've been traveling all day. I can tell by those impressive bags under your eyes. Is it that bad? No, you're perfect. Oh, I know. How about something caffeinated to drink? I'll be honest as an apology for bumping into you. You could definitely use some caffeine in your system. Actually, we should probably go back and save. We'll go black coffee and then see where it goes from here. You could definitely use some caffeine in your system. Still remember that one time I drank like 3 cups to pull an all-nighter studying for an exam. Could always rely on a nice warm beverage to keep me up. That would be nice. It'd be like you uninterrupting yourself midway. Back. Cheers. Crow will give you a smile. Rest up for a little bit. I'll have your coffee ready as soon as possible. Starts to walk away. Hey man, I hear you're giving out free drinks. How about 2? More for us as well. It's our anniversary. The girlfriend comes closer to her boyfriend in a display of, I don't know, showing off how not single she is. Crow gives him a polite smile, but it's clear he's not quite sold on the idea. Since the immediate rejection, she turns to you for backup. Help a girlie out. It's our anniversary. New drinking game. Take a shot every time she mentions her anniversary. Spare the girlfriend's insistent nagging. You still feel obliged to assist her. But even if I want to help out, it's still really impolite for me to impose on Crow's generosity by asking for additional drinks. You have to turn the couple down. Turn to face the couple who are giving you that hopeful, expectant look. Their big, pleading eyes. I'll just offer to cover their part of the bill. That way everyone's happy. Even if it is at your own expense. Nod to yourself, having decided on the best course of action. How about I just pay for the... Well, I can't be just for lovely patrons on such a special day now, can I? The pair visibly perk up a sudden shift in tone. Just what would you two like? Have some frothed beer. How about you, babe? Surprise me, but make sure it's a romantic drink made with lots of love. Oh, this is so cute. You're so cute. Yeah. The mushiness is an unabased PDA. Makes you cringe a little inside. Crow, on the other hand, doesn't seem to be the least bit phased. Of course, a very happy anniversary to the lovely couple. I'll be back momentarily with everyone's beverages. Thanks, man. Don't take too long now. Having gotten what they wanted, the two go back to loudly cooing over one another. You slump back into your seat, relieved that the unwanted attention has been shifted off of you. Unfamiliar scenery passes you by as you stare out the window. This is the first time I've traveled so far away from my own town. In fact, I can hardly remember the last time I left my apartment, not since I dropped out of school anyways. Was the sky always this blue? I never knew how pretty it could be. You drowsily open your phone, hoping to send a picture to Bermuda. Connection lost. It was fine earlier. You don't have much luck getting a signal from here on out. Ooh. Nearly jumped out of your seat. Didn't hear him approach you. Did I scare you? I will. Haha, sorry about that. He gingerly hands you a piping hot cup of coffee. You grab the cup, taking a attentive sip. The coffee is rich and strong, smooth in flavor, with a smoothing aroma. You blink. Well, this is really good. He beams. I'm glad you like it. He motions to the seat across from you. Mind if I join you? Sorry, I didn't mean to overstep my boundaries. It's just I'm not often to get a chat with others while I'm on my shift, since we rarely have anyone else on board the train. He looks embarrassed, and you feel a twinge of guilt. No, it's okay, you can sit. Thank you. You sigh, you just can't say no to others, especially now when they have that lost puppy look on them. He plops down across from you with a sweet smile, if you're able to take a good look at him for the first time. White hair, red eyes, long lashes, and a gentle expression. He seems so otherworldly. You're sure you'd remember someone with such distinct features. Yet, what's this weird sense of deja vu? Socializing has never been your strong point, but you do want to get to know him better. You attempt to strike up a conversation, so, you desperately grab at something, anything to say. You, your eyes rest at his immaculate hair. You have white hair. Okay, that was bad, terrible even. Prayed to for God imaginable under the sun that he didn't take offense to the inquiry. There was a small look of panic on his face. Do you not like it? No, not at all. It's just a little unusual. I've never seen anyone with white hair before. Not even in Midpoint. Midpoint? That's a big port city. Yeah. Have you ever been there? It's a little embarrassing to admit that, but I've never left Border Spring before. Really? From what your mom has told you, the only way to get in and out of the sleepy rural town of Border Springs is via this specific train due to the difficult surrounding terrain. You have to assume that someone with such easy access to the transportation would have taken the opportunity to travel and work elsewhere. So all this time you just worked on this particular train, but never left your hometown for some place new. He sheepishly stares at the ground. I don't like this train. He clearly has other reasons, but his attempt at excuse is, if anything, comically endearing. You can't help but find it cute. Hee hee. What is it? Nothing, I'm just having fun. Me too. For you, talking to others was a strenuous task. You often struggled with finding the right topics, the right words, the right way to behave. But with Crow, you felt strangely comfortable and simply being yourself. It almost felt as if the two of you were merely old friends doing some catching up. You haven't had this much fun talking to anyone in a long time. But although you wanted to continue your conversation, extreme fatigue was starting to set in. Your eyelids feel heavy and your movements sluggish. Try to blink back the sleepiness, but no avail. Sorry, tired. Joe shakes his head and smiles. Here. He leans forward, pressing forward to yours. What? He moves his gloves, putting his hand on the side of your face. You attempt to move back, but he firmly holds you in place. Don't move. You feel the heat rising to your face. A feeling of clarity overcomes you and you begin to feel awake. With renewed vigor, you pull back, face still beet red. What was that? Crow leans back himself and his gloves back on. He rises from his seat with a playful whip. Looks like that woke you up. You got surprisingly cheeky side as well. Were you trying to shock me awake? You could say that. Oh. Forgot to finish up something in the other car. I have to go. Starts to leave, but you find yourself calling out after him. Crow. Turns to you a little surprised. What is it? I'll be around Border Springs for the next few months. I don't have a lot of friends. If I'm being honest. I feel like we would get along. So, would you like to hang out sometime? Around? What? Really? Really? You nod your head. You can feel your face grow warm at your own boldness. It's pretty out of character for you to do something like this, and the nervousness was starting to settle in. The Crow doesn't seem to notice the fact that he's pretty overwhelmed himself. I would, yes. I could show you around Border Springs. Yeah, that sounds fun. It's a promise then, okay? He holds out a pinky, and you can't help but laugh at the childlike gesture. Reach out and hook your pinky around his. Promise. Crow sways back and forth in excitement. Thank you, Lee. I'll be sure to make you happy. He pauses mid-celebration as he suddenly remembering something. I got so excited I nearly forgot again. Something I really need to finish up doing in the other car. He gives out a sheep's smile. Sorry, I forgot some things to attend to, but I'll catch up to you when it's time for us to get off. Make sure to wait for me right here, okay? So that I can find you later. He waves you goodbye as he exits the passenger door. You respond with a small wave of your own before looking out at the passing scenery from your window with a warm and giddy feeling in your chest from having made a new friend. Maybe this trip to Border Springs won't be so bad after all. Anyone, an old friend. I guess we'll start from here now. You could definitely use some caffeine in your system. My dad used to be obsessed with green tea. Time to see what the hype is all about. That'd be nice. I'd like a. You yawn, interrupt yourself midway. You blink back at the tears. Crow gives you a smile. Rest up for a little bit. I'll have your green tea ready as soon as possible. Starts to walk away. Hey man, I hear you're giving out free drinks. How about two more for us as well? It's our anniversary. Girlfriend comes closer to the boyfriend in a display of I don't know, showing off how not single she is. Crow gives a polite smile, but it's clear he's not quite sold on the idea. Since the immediate rejection, she turns to you for backup. Help her really out. It's our anniversary. In your dream game, take a shot every time she mentions her anniversary. Despite the girlfriend's insistent nagging, you still feel obliged to assist her. But even if I want to help you out, it's still really important for me to impose. Still really impolite for me to impose on Crow's generosity by asking for additional drinks. I have to turn the couple down. You turn to face the couple who are giving you that hopeful, expectant look. With their big pleading eyes. Ugh. I'll just offer to cover their part of the bill. That way everybody's happy, even if it's at your own expense. You nod to yourself, having decided the best course of action. How about I just pay for that? Well, I can't be disappointing our lovely patrons on such a special day now, can I? The pair visibly perk up at this sudden shift in tone. So what would you two like? I'll have some beer. How about you, babe? Surprise me, but make sure it's a romantic drink made with lots of love. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you're so cute. Hee hee. The mission is an unabashed PDA makes you cringe a little inside. Crow, on the other hand, doesn't seem to be the least bit phased. Of course, a very happy anniversary to a lovely couple. I'll be back momentarily with everyone's beverages. Thanks, ma'am. Don't take too long now. Having gotten what they wanted, the two go back to loudly cooing over one another. You slump back into your seat, relieved that the unwanted attention has been shifted off of you. Familiarly, scenery passes you by as you stare out the window. This is the first time I've traveled so far away from my own. In fact, I can hardly remember the last time I left my apartment, not since I had dropped out of school anyway. Was the sky always this blue? I never knew how pretty it could be. You drowsily open your phone, hoping to send a picture to Petunia. Connection lost. It was fine earlier. You won't have much luck in signal from out here. Whoa! You nearly jumped out of your seat. You didn't hear him approach you. Did I scare you? A little. Haha. Sorry about that. He gingerly hands you a piping hot cup of green tea. You grab the cup, taking an attentive sip. The green tea is rich and strong, smooth in flavor, and a soothing aroma. You blink. Well, this is really, really good. He beams. I'm glad you like it. He motions to the seat across from you. Mind if I join you? Sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to overstep my boundaries. It's not often I get to chat with others while I'm on my shift, since we rarely have anyone else on board the train. He looks embarrassed, and you feel a twinge of guilt. No, it's okay. You can sit down. Ah, thank you. You sigh. You can't just say no to others, especially not when you have that lost puppy look on them. He plops down across from you. White hair, red eyes, long lashes, and a gentle expression. He seems so otherworldly. You're sure you remember someone with such distinct features, and yet that's what's with this weird sense of deja vu. Let's do a big conversation again. Socializing has never been your strong point, but you do want to get to know him better. You attempt to strike up a conversation, so you're dismally grab at something, anything to say. Your eyes rested at the immaculate hair. You have white hair. Okay, that was bad. Terrible, even. You prayed to every god imaginable under the sun that he didn't take offense to the inquiry. There was a small look of panic on his face. Do you not like it? No, not at all. It's just unusual. I've never seen anyone with white hair before. Not even in Midpoint. Midpoint, that big port city? Yeah, have you ever been there? It's a little embarrassing, but I've never left Border Springs before. Really? From what your mom had told you, the only way to get in and out of the sleepy rural town Border Springs is via the specific train due to the difficult surrounding terrain. You'd have to assume that someone with such easy access to the transportation would take the opportunity to travel and work somewhere. So it's time you just worked on this particular train but never left your hometown for someplace new? He sheepishly stares at the ground. I like this train. He clearly has other reasons, but his attempt to add an excuse is if thing comically endearing. You can't help but find it cute. Hee hee. What is it? Nothing, I'm just having fun. Me too. For you, talking to others is a strenuous task. You often struggle with finding the right topics, the right words, the right way to behave. Both grow, you felt strangely comfortable and simply being yourself. It's almost felt as if you two were merely old friends doing some catching up. You haven't had this much fun talking to anyone in a long time, although you want to continue your conversation. Extreme fatigue was setting in. Your eyelids feel heavy and your movements sluggish. You try to blink back the sleepiness to no avail. Sorry, tired. Crow shakes his head and smiles. Here. He leans forward, pressing his forehead to yours. What? He removes his gloves, placing a hand on your side of your face. You attempt to move back, but he firmly holds you in place. Don't move. You feel the heat rising into your face. Instantly, a feeling of clarity comes over you, and you begin to feel awake. With renewed vigor, you pull back, face still beet red. Well, what was that? Crow leans back and smiles, pulling his glove back on. He rises from his seat with a playful quip. Looks like that woke you up. You got a surprisingly cheeky side as well. Were you trying to shock me awake? You could say that. Oh, I forgot to finish something up in the other car. I have to go. He starts to leave, but you find yourself calling out from Crow. He turns to you a little surprised. What is it? I'll be around Border Springs for the next few months. I don't have a lot of friends, if I'm being honest, but I feel like we would get along. So would you like to hang out sometime? If you're around? What? Really? Really? You nod your head. You can feel your face growing warm with your own boldness. It's pretty high character for you to do something like that. And the nervousness is starting to settle in. Crow doesn't seem to notice. In fact, he seems pretty overwhelmed himself. I would, yes. I could show you around Border Springs. Yeah, that sounds fun. It's a promise then, okay? He holds out a pinky, and you can't help but laugh at the childlike gesture. You reach out and hook your pinky around his. Promise? Crow sways back and forth in excitement. Thank you, Lee. I'll be sure to make you happy. He paused mid-celebration and he suddenly remembers something. I got so excited I nearly forgot again. There's something I really need to finish up doing in the other car. He gives you a sheepish smile. Sorry, I've got some things to attend to, but I'll catch up to you when it's time for us to get you off. Be sure to wait for me right here, okay? So that I can find you later. He waves to you goodbye as he exits the passenger car. You respond with a small wave of your own before looking out. There's a warm and giddy feeling in your chest from having made a new friend. Maybe this trip to Border Springs won't be so bad after all. Ending one, an old friend. Okay, so that didn't actually matter. So let's go back to here and do sit in silence. You did invite him to sit down, but if you're being honest here, you're not a very sociable person. In fact, you have almost no interest in talking to this stranger at all. Curse my introvertness. This is why you have no friends, Lee. You sit in uncomfortable silence for a while, unsure of what to say or do. After a while, Crow decides to take the initiative. What brings you to Border Springs? Oh, just vibing. Just visiting. From where? Midport. Ah, so that's where you've been all this time. The big city? I live there. There's a curious look in his eyes. When was the last time you came to Border Springs? Oh, wow, probably like 10 years or so, I don't know. Why did it take you so long to come back? I instinctively reached up to check if your bangs are still properly covering the scar on your forehead. To void. You attempted to diverge the conversation elsewhere. School, I guess? Busy with academics and all that stuff, no time for vacation. And you're done with school now? I dropped out. I see. If you don't mind me asking, what happened? I mean, you squirm uncomfortably in your seat. It's always difficult to answer questions regarding your academic life. Nobody wants to be known as the loser dropout who failed their parents and society as a whole. It becomes you to feel sweaty and you desperately search for a way to navigate around this topic. Well, and it usually brings you back to reality. Look up to Crow, who's giving you a concerned smile. Are you okay? Take a shaky breath and nod. Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, I didn't mean to dump all that on stranger. Crow shakes his head. No. I was the one who asked. Thank you for indulging me. Yeah, no problem. I don't talk to you some more, but I have other passengers to attend to. But I'll be back shortly to collect your cup. Would you mind waiting for me here until I return? Sure, I mean, there's nothing else for me to do anyway. Crow beams. Wonderful. Well, then I'll be back. Nice talking to you, Lee. He rises from his seat, gives a small bow before exiting the passenger car to the dining car, closing the door behind him. You watch him leave, then fidget around nervously. There's something off-putting about him. You sigh. You've never been good at strangers or people in general. He's been nothing but kind to you. Here you are struggling to like this guy. Oh well. Try my best to get along with him, but I don't owe him anything for getting me a free drink. We'll just say our goodbyes after this train ride and go on our separate ways. Stare out the window. Silence almost permitting. Huh? You turn around, peeking over the seats behind you. The cup sitting there is gone. Must have got it off at some point. No wonder it's been so quiet. Look back in your empty cup. It's nice to have a warm drink. If anything, you feel drowsier than before. Just the caffeine isn't kicking in. Try to move, but your body feels heavy. Uh-oh. Taps back in your seat, your mind lazy. What's going on? Try to grab your phone, but you find yourself unable to move your hands. Gotta call for somebody. You hear a approach your footstep, but worried for his casualty. Oh, Lee, are you alright? Really tired? You feel yourself falling over. Here, let me help you. Crow moves your cup, will be upright with your seat. He nestles your head onto the shoulder, gently brushing aside stray strands of your hair from your face. Poor thing, you must be exhausted. Go on and sleep. Sleep it all to me, okay? You can rest as long as you need to. I'll take care of you until you wake up. You mumble out things, too tired to properly process anything. Grateful for his assistance. His fingers gently shift hair and smooth, soothing motion. It's the last thing you remember before your vision blurs and the world fades to black. Your bangs have gotten longer. You used to be taller than me. You've changed so much. I'd still recognize you anywhere. Remember our promise? You said we'd be with me forever. You won't disappear off someplace again, will you? Ha 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 ha. You would. You'll leave me again. You'll abandon me again. That's okay. You see, I've changed too. I don't need you to hold on to me anymore. Because I won't be letting go of you a second time. We'll be arriving soon. Sweet dreams, Lee. So much for us to catch up on. Ending 2. Sweet dreams. Well, only one option left. Actually, hold on. So, let's do sit in silence from here. You did invite him to sit down, but if you're being honest, you're not a very sociable person. In fact, you have almost no interest in talking to the stranger at all. Curse my introvertness. This is why you have no friends, Lee. You sit in uncomfortable silence for a while, unsure of what to say or do. After a while, Crow decides to take the initiative. What brings you to Border Springs? Oh, just visiting. From where? Midport. Ah, so that's where you've been all this time, in the big city. Yeah, I live there. There's a curious look in his eye. When's the last time you came to Border Springs? Oh, wow, probably like 10 years. Why did you take so long to come back? I instinctively reach up to his cheek. If your bangs are still... To check if your bangs are still properly covering up the scar on your forehead. I... Let me delete that save. We're gonna do avoid the question for here as well. Busy with academics and all that stuff. I'm just gonna skip through all of this time. the same way. So, let's see what happens if we answer his question. You sigh. I got into an accident when I was a kid. I don't remember much about what happened, and my parents refused to talk to me about it. But we moved to Midport shortly after. My dad wanted me as far away from this place as possible. My mom probably doesn't care, though. She wants me out of my room and out of her hair. Crow smiles. An accident. He stares at you, then intense eye contact, starting to make you uncomfortable. What was it? You nervously tug strands of your hair. The memory of the accident wasn't something you wanted to or could even revisit. Any attempt at recollecting your thoughts were met with blinks or hazy feelings at best. And despite your parents' insistence, you know it wasn't some sort of freak accident. On that night 10 years ago, you almost died. You shake your head. Why couldn't you remember? Something was invading you. Pieces of the puzzle gone missing. But there was one thing you knew for certain. You weren't the only one present there that night. The air feels suffocating. What happened on that day 10 years ago? A hand on your shoulder brings you back into reality, and you look at that crow, who gives you a concerned smile. Are you okay? You take a shaky breath and nod. Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, I didn't mean to dump all that on a stranger. Crow shakes his head. No, I was the one who asked. Thank you for indulging me. Yeah, no problem. I'd love to talk with you some more, but I have other passengers to attend to. But I'll be back shortly to collect your cup. I think this leads to the same ending. Yeah, it looks like it's leading to the same spot. Yep, same ending. So I think that's all for this game. Well, see you on the next one.